Alrighty, so I got her loaded up here and it actually looks pretty good. So this thing is a 20 but I mean, honestly, the underside, the box is obviously mangled, but whatever, just get it. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm back here working on this absolutely destroyed 2024 Silverado. I'm trying to rebuild this thing in 48 hours. So what I got going on right now is I got a few issues with the motor here. I'll show you. So I ended up blowing the motor up in its moment, and I had a pretty catastrophic engine failure. So it was smoking quite a bit, and then we rolled it over, and then after that it ended up like throwing a rod. So I'll show you here. This one is completely snapped off, and this one is completely, oh yeah, it's just right there. So you probably could rebuild this, but I ended up swapping this. This one's just a 5.3, and I talked to the dealership and they actually told me they've given my core exchange for a 6.2 liter, because it was actually only, I think it was only 600 bucks more. I have to check on the invoice, but so it was a pretty good price. It comes with all new spark plugs, new coils, the flywheel, all that stuff. So, and yeah, the flywheel and the harmonic balance, everything. So I should probably double check to make sure that flywheel is the same as the one that's on it, but I think it should be. I'll probably just pull that one off and just put it up to against this one, just to double check before so I don't have to take that one off, because it's probably got Loctite and stuff on it. But I'm going to swap all the stuff over. I pretty much only have to pull the wires and the fuel injector, and there's really not too much else that, and I guess these need to come off, and yeah, there's really not too much else that I need to swap over on these. So should be pretty simple to swap this over. Currently 14 hours into it, and I think I'm going to actually pull the transmission and transfer case and everything right out of this truck, and then just put the whole body together and then paint it, and then put the drive line back into it after it's all painted, just because I'm going to be hauling it down the road to the farm, and I don't really want the motor all exposed, and also you don't have to mask all that stuff off when you're trying to repaint it there, right? So, but anyways, I'm going to get this motor all swapped over here, but this new 6.2 just looks beautiful, and should be really easy to, actually came with all the plugs and everything, but this truck only had I think less than 5,000 kilometers on it, so everything's like brand new, so should be pretty easy to swap everything over. So I have the brand new 6.2 installed here, and I have mostly everything hooked up, but I did also install the new intake and then also the throttle body, because if you look at this one, the intake and the throttle body are different on the 6.2 than the 5.3s. All the exhaust stuff is all the same. The coils, it actually came with new coils. I think I mentioned that before, and these spark plugs. So, and everything else on the flywheel and the transmission all bolted up real good. So I did pop this cab off here, and I think I'm going to start stripping this other cab. So this one, I was gonna maybe switch colors on this truck, but I'm thinking just to make this go really fast, I'm just gonna leave this one white and maybe paint the roof black. I'm not too sure yet, but at least this way I can strip this whole interior out and start installing into the new cab, and then we can get this thing fired up a little bit sooner here without having to take it home and or take it to the farm and repaint it all and then bring it back here to just speed things up a little bit, because I'd like to get this thing out of the way, because hopefully I'm going to be installing a new paint booth here in the shop fairly soon. So I'd like to get all of this stuff finished up and out of the way, and then also get this cab stripped down and get it out of the shop here. So I just was pulling the seats out and everything, but of course I forgot to take this driver's seat out or unbolt it before I unhooked all the electrical, but because you can't get to the bolts. So just out of a shot in the dark, I thought I'd hook up all this electrical stuff again. I threw the fuse block in there, but I mean, there's so many wires missing. And turns out I hooked this up and the seat actually moved. So if you do ever need to get your seat out, you can just hook up like the fuse block and a couple little wires there, and this will actually work. So I don't think anything else will turn on, but at least the seat works. I can move it all the way back and get these 4 bolts out, and then once I get the seat out and the center console, then I can pull the dash out as one big piece there, which is good to know, because this one I had the same problem. I got to pull the dash out to change change this whole radiator support, but of course I forgot to unbolt the seats before I unhooked all the electrical. So that makes it easy enough. I'll just hook up the wires on this one, and then I should be able to move the seats and get this all apart. So this morning, yeah, I just was working on this, getting this interior out. So let's finish stripping this whole interior out of here, and then I guess I can start putting everything back into this new cab here and getting it installed onto the frame. But I still have to wait a little bit, because I did actually wreck one of these brake lines here when I rolled it over, just the spot where I wrapped the strap around the frame, the old frame. I didn't even see that, and I kinked the one brake line there. So I'm gonna get it. I have a new one coming from GM, and then I guess I can hook up the drive shafts and a few other little things on the back here, and then I should be ready to install the cab for good, I think. And then we can start getting things back together. Probably just make it run and drive, and then I'll do all the paint and stuff on it. So, but anyways, let's get this cab all stripped down here, get the dash out, and get this thing all stripped to nothing. Alrighty, so I almost got everything swapped over here onto this new cab, so it is looking really good. And check out this old cab. So this thing is just mangled, the roof and everything just demolished on it. I just started actually cutting it up, so I'm just going to cut it up and throw that whatever's left it into the scrap metal bin, and then I don't need anything else off that. So, but this new cab, I pretty much got the interior all swapped over. I still need to put the seat belts in and this roof headliner. But on the roof headliner, I need to switch out the harness from the new headliner I have, and the old headliner. The harnesses are different because I think one's a 22, one's a 24, so they're just a little bit different. And then on the interior, I went and did sound deadener along the whole floor, on the back, and then also did it on the roof here, so should be nice and quiet. These trucks are already pretty quiet, so it's gonna make it probably really quiet in there. So, but anyways, I got this dash and everything swapped over here. I still have one more I got this airbag to change, and then the steering wheel airbag, but the dash is looking pretty good because I actually had to take the dash apart. There was just glass everywhere on this, and I pretty much took everything apart while I was swapping it over, and then just wiped it all down real good and got all the glass out of all the little cracks and everything. But so for the most part, it's kind of coming together. I did about 10 hours on it today. Pretty much got this whole entire cab swapped on it. So I think that puts me at like 24 hours into this project so far. I'll have to check on the clock there. But yeah, it's gonna be tight, but this thing is looking so much better already. But also check out this is just this wheel, something's going on. I think it's the lower arm that's actually bent, or the ball joint, because I messed around with it, but look how much this one's off here. I mean, the frame and everything's brand new, but it probably bent that. I kind of had it apart. I'm pretty sure it bent that lower ball joint pretty good, so probably just put new lower upper and lower control arms in it, and then should fix that problem. And then be a few probably other little things like that that'll have to tweak out and get all fixed up on this. But anyways, that's gonna be a wrap for this video. Finally got back working on this thing again here, and in the next video, hopefully we can get the doors on, start some paint on it, and get it running and driving. And yeah, it should be coming together pretty quick now that we got a couple of the big jobs done there. So, but anyways, thanks for watching, and tune in for the next one. Peace.